That's wild, man. That's wild.
Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Transform mission Carnage. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right up front here, we have some nice artwork of Carnage, all pew pew, bang bang. On the top of the box, we just have the Transform mission logo. On the bottom of the box, 15 plus. On this side of the box, nothing. On this side of the box, nothing. On the back of the box, we have an image of their combined Menosaur. Warning! Please don't eat anything in this box. That could be very bad for you. And when you remove the slipcover, you just have the Transformation logo on the front, on the back, and the back, and the front. And that's pretty much it. And that's basically it for the packaging. So moving right along, here is Carnage, the next component of their Not Menosaur, and this is their take on Breakdown, and a very nice figure, if I do say so myself, and I do, because I'm the only one in the room. But anyway, before we talk about Carnage here, one thing that you do get with this figure is you get some sprues. You get sprues. Apparently, each member is going to come with more sprues, and when it's all said and done, you'll be able to put together a little transclearant Optimus Prime. And you can see here, this is clearly Prime's gun right there. And on this sprue, get some smokestacks. Got his leg vents right here. You got his crotchial region. Get the rims. And, yeah, when it's all said and done, we'll put together a little Transclearant Prime. That'll be fun. That'll be a future build video. Yay! So, there you go. So now let's get down to Carnage himself. And, very, very nice looking vehicle mode here. I don't know how well this comes off on camera, but he has a very nice pearlescent finish to him. And it is very, very striking. Again, I don't know how well it comes off on camera, but this looks gorgeous, in my opinion. Anyway, it looks really, really good. You got the red right here. You got some nice silver for the headlights. You just get the blue going around the bottom there. Get some silver for the rims. They even painted the brake pads. Even the paint, even the brake pads are painted, which is pretty neat. A nice touch. They didn't have to do that, but they did it. And you get that nice tinted transclearance plastic there for the windshields and the windows. You get some nice gunmetal gray going around the front windshield. Got the windshield wipers molded in there. And you get some silver bits right here. You get some more of that blue. You get some gunmetal gray in here. And some more of that blue. And on the back, you get the tail lights picked out in red. Got the exhaust pipes right here picked out in silver. And yeah, very, very nice. It rolls, as rolling things should. Rolls pretty smoothly. He squeaks a little bit. A little bit of squeakage when he rolls. But he still rolls decently. And there you go. Now for comparison, here he is with Masterpiece side swipes. You can see that these guys are Masterpiece scaled, as you can see. So there he is with side swipe. Here he is with MP10, and their Motormaster will be MP10 size, so this is basically how he's going to scale with Motormaster. So there you have that. Here he is with the Fans Project Breakdown. So you can see how those two look together. Of course, mine has repro labels on it, which are starting to peel up. I might have to buy a new set for him. But there you have him with the Fans Project Breakdown. Here he is with his buddy Disorder, aka Wild Rider. So you can see how they look together. And yeah, two really good looking vehicle modes right there. Look really, really nice. Very nicely done. And here he is with G1 Wild Rider. Wild Rider has Breakdown. G1 Breakdown because it's pressure. Breaking down pressure. And there you go. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for this guy. Here's the underside. You can see how everything goes in there. And yeah, that's basically it for his vehicle mode. So let's get down to transformation, shall we? So first thing we'll do is we'll go into combine mode, then we'll go into robot mode. So to go into combine mode, you just want to come under here, and you do want to remove his gun. You can see his gun just stores right under there. And you just kind of, with this panel out of the way here, you just pop this out. And just wiggle it out, wiggle it out, wiggle it out, wiggle it out. Get out. And now once you get stuck. Now you get stuck. Any other time I have no problem doing this. But when the camera's on, now you want to get stuck. Thank you. Thank you. And you can see how the gun folds up in there. It sits in there like this. And you have the slots on either side. You can tab it in either way. And there's a tab right there. And that's where that tabs in. So take the gun, put that off to the side. And now we will get him into combine mode. So to get him into combine mode, you just want to untab this front windshield section right there, like that. And then you just bring this up. You want to take this section of the front bumper here and bring that down, like that. And then you take these sections of the hood here, and they're on a double hinge, so you just take them and shift them up, and you can see there are notches in there, and that will just shift in like that. So you can see how that ends up. And same thing on the other side. Just raise that up, push that in, and there you go. That's how you want all that. Then you just bring that back, and you take these sections here with the wheels, and you just angle these back, like that. And you see here, you do have these tabs in here that'll go into these openings right in here, right where my nail is. And those just sit in there, and you just bring all that back, like that, as far as it will go. And then these panels you just bring back, and this will tab in right in there. So you just get that tab in there, push that back, and just get that tab in there. Okay, this one far back enough. There we go. Boop, there you go. And there you go. There's combine mode. Hooray. So now we'll get down to robot mode. So we just want to untab all of this and just undo all of this here. Gotta bring these wheels back to the forefront here. Bring those forward. You do want to take this central bit of the front fender here and bring that back up. You need that for clearance. And we'll just kind of leave all this alone for now. So now we come to the back. You want to split this whole back section here. You do want to be careful with the spoiler here, because as you can see, this side of the spoiler hooks in under this side of the spoiler. You can kind of see the tab going under there. So when you're untabbing all this, just make sure that you are careful with that. You can see how that works. So split all that like so. And you want to come down here, and you want to, actually first you want to take the wheels and unpeg them. See, just pegging right there. Bring those up, take those wheels, bring those up, and now you want to untab these panels right here and just bring them out to the sides, like that. There you go. Once you've done that, you now want to untab these sections right here, these rear sections, and once you have all that freed up, whoops, I knocked out his side view mirror here. They're just tabbed in. Just tab that back in there. Whoop, there you go. So once you've done that, you now just want to take all of this and just swing all this down like that. Do the same thing on the other side. Just untab that right there. Make sure you have your clearance, and you just swing all this down. Boop, there we go. And swing all that down, and there we go. So now for the leg transformation, you just want to take this section here, bring that down. You want to take this section here and just bring it to the front for now. You want to take this little panel here and just swing that out to the side. Take this panel right here, bring that down, and then you want to bring all this down like that. And this section right here will tab into this slot right here, and these two tabs will just go into these two notches right here. So you just get all that lined up, and that will just lock in like that. They just leave that wheel flat right there, and then you take this panel and you bring it down over the wheel like that, and there you go. And this panel right here is on a double hinge. You just take this and collapse this up behind the leg, and then you bring the foot up here, you bring the foot up here, and voila, you have a leg all done. Second verse, as you can guess, much like the first. Bring that down, bring that across, bring that out to the side. This side's a little stiff. Bring that down, take all this and bring that into the leg. And then get out of the way. And then you just get all that tabbed in like that. And then you just bring this down, collapse that up, bring that up, bring that up. And there you have his legs all done. And then you rotate them out to the waist, so everything's facing forward. I raise the camera up so you can see what I'm doing. And we move on to the upper body. So now you just want to take the arms and you want to bring them down like so. You want to take this whole assembly here and just rotate it. Rotate it. It can be a little bit of a pain in the butt, because if you don't have this out of the way, there we go. You kind of flip that back up. With this flipped up, it's even harder to get that turned around. So once you have that done, you just bring that down against his back like that, and then you're done with that. So now, with the arms, you're going to rotate the arms up at this hinge right here. So you're going to rotate them up so that this peg is now facing upward. And what happens here is this post will plug into that port right there. So you take this panel, bring it down, and once that peg's in, that locks that shoulder in place. And now you can bring the arm down like that. And once you have done that, take the wheel, bring it up. You want to bring this whole arm up, and as you can see right here, this tab will go into this notch right here like that, and that locks that whole shoulder in place. And then you bring this whole thing down, shoulder and all, like that, and then you bring that wheel up, and there you go. This panel right here, it's on a double hinge. Just take that and shift that down like so, and you see that little gun barrel is now deployed. And then you take the window here and you just flip that in like so. And there you have an arm all done. Second arm, same as the first arm. You bring that up like that, and you bring this panel down onto it. Make sure that peg is lined up. Come on, there you go. Take that on, bring the arm down. We'll bring this down now. Bring that wheel up. Bring the arm up right there at that hinge, then bring the whole arm down at the ball socket, and then bring that wheel up like that. And then we open up this panel right here, flip out his head. You got a little tab and a slot right there. So you just line that up, and that will lock in place. And I believe we're done. Are we done? Yes, we're done. We're done. And there you have Carnage in his robot mode, and he looks quite cool in my opinion. Again, these guys are IDW styled. These guys are comic book styled, and I have no problem with that whatsoever, because I love the IDW designs, and I think these are really, really nice representations of those designs. I am adoring these so far. So let's get in close here on that head sculpt and talk about how much I love his head sculpt. I love the grin. I love the evil grin. I love it. This is really well done. I love the evil smirk. I absolutely love it. Nice yellow on the eyes. They even have a black outline, which again looks very, very nice, very well done. And all around, just a very nicely done head sculpt. Looks very cool, and that smirk. I love that smirk. I love it, I love it. And you get some nice silver paint apps there on the chest, as well as some gunmetal gray right up in there. You get some red, you get some more silvers, some more gunmetal grays. Get a lot of silver on the forearms, a lot of silver here on the thighs. Get some more of that gunmetal gray here on the kneecaps with some red. Got some of that gunmetal gray in here, along with some silver for his toes. His feet are kind of weird. That's the only real nitpick I have, is he has weird feet. He definitely has weird feet, but although very nice. You got the guns here done in that gunmetal gray. You can leave these panels up if you want to. If you want to leave them up like that, hey, totally up to you. They still work. Either way, as always, your toy, display it however you wish. And the backpack, he just has, you know, the hood backpack going on there. Nothing too egregious. And yeah, there you go. So, articulation-wise, his head is on a ball joint. You get a little bit of wiggly, waggly, wiggly, waggly. You can look up quite a ways. You can be like, squirrel! Or actually, with that smirk on his face, it's more like, hey, squirrel. Anyway, you can't really look down. Of course, you get full 360 rotation. These shoulders are on a ball joint. They can do a full 360. They can go in and out at that hinge right there, although since this ball joint is a little tight, sometimes you can undo this connection right here. And you also have forward and backward movement. More backward than forward, but you have that hinge there on the shoulder as well. He does have a bicep swivel. You do get over 90 degrees of bend at the elbow. His arms are weird, though, because he has a double jointed elbow, but for some reason this upper joint doesn't move forward. It moves forward a little bit, but it actually moves back a lot. Don't understand why. That doesn't really make sense. I mean, it's not misassembled. I mean, this is clearly meant to be on the back of the arm, so I don't get it. I don't get it. That's one thing I definitely don't get. But anyway, let me move these panels out of the way here to show you that he does have a wrist swivel, although on mine's the wrist swivel is quite snug, but he does have a wrist swivel. The hands can open and close. He does have a waist swivel. You have these little hip panels right here, little skirt panels, which can move out of the way to accommodate the leg movement. Legs can move forward, that far, can move back, that far, outward movement. He can do the full splits. He does have a thigh swivel. Knee bend, that's all the bend you're going to get out of his knees, just due to all that stuff back there. So that's all the knee bend you're going to get. And the feet, again, are just kind of weird. They can move down, but again, you just kind of, it's just weird. It's just weird because then you kind of start opening up gaps. He does have an ankle tilt, but again, when you use them, it just kind of opens up gaps and doesn't look all that great. His feet are weird. My only real complaint is with his feet. They're just, I don't know. Those could have been done differently. But there you go. Now, of course, he can hold his gun, and to transform his gun, you just flip up the barrel, come in here, flip down the handle, and there you have his little gun. It's done in purple, a little gunmetal gray tip. Well, that's pretty much it. Simple, basic. You open up his hand, and you have the tabs on either side of the handle. You got the slot in the palms, and you just tab that in, close his hand up, and he has a nice, dead solid grip on that. And there you go. So there you have all that. Now for comparison. Here he is with Masterpiece Sideswipe. So you can see how those two look together. He's a little bit taller than Masterpiece Sideswipe. Here he is with the Triple B, the Big Boss Bot, Masterpiece Optimus Prime, MP10. So you can see how he scales there with the Triple B. So there you have that. Here he is with the Combiner Wars breakdown. Just so you can see how they look together. This was my least favorite Stunticon mold out of Combiner Wars. Here he is with the Fans Project breakdown. You can see how they look together. And here he is with his partner, Disorder, aka Wild Rider. So you can see the two members of the team that we have so far. And definitely nice looking figures, in my opinion anyway. Very nice looking figures. And here he is with G1 Breakdown because it's precious. Breaking down pressure. And there you go. That is pretty much it for Carnage. Very nicely done figure. My only real complaint is just his feet. His feet are weird. He has weird feet. That's the only thing I really don't care for on this figure. But other than that, everything else, very nicely done. His vehicle mode is gorgeous. Robot mode, it looks really good. Again, IDW designs going on here, and I have no problem with that whatsoever because I love the IDW design. So this makes me very happy to have masterpiece scaled IDW Stunticons. It's a win-win for me as far as I'm concerned. Like I said, the only thing I'm really not crazy about is just his feet. He has weird feet. But although I'm very happy with this figure. So there you go. So if you would like a Carnage or any of Transform Mission's other offerings, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so check that out. You can also check out my Transform Mission M01 playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGames, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Transform Mission Carnage, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face.
Welcome, Wild Rider. Now that you are part of the Decepticon cause, it's time you learn the rules.
Rules? What rules?
First rule is, you must feed Laserbeak 17 times a day.
What? 17?
He may be small, but he eats. Also, Lord Megatron has deemed that you must give me foot rubs at least 2 times a day.
What? Foot rubs? You know what? Maybe I need to talk to Lord Megatron about this.
Hey, don't bring him into this. Just do as you're told. Now about those foot rubs, no time like the present.